Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. Thank you so much for being with us today. We've got a good show lined up for you, and our first guest is Dr. Penny Walker. Penny is the Senior Medical Director for United Healthcare Southeast Region, and during this holiday season, she's got some great travel tips that you're going to want to hear. We're always happy to have people from the Historic New Orleans Collection, and we're very lucky to have Malinda Blevins. She is a docent for the Historic New Orleans Collection, and she'll be telling you more about what they've got coming up during the holiday season. Art Rocker. Art is the chairman and founder of Operation People for Peace. He's got a big announcement he's going to be making about a concert here in Jefferson Parish. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome to Across Louisiana. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We appreciate it. Our first guest is Dr. Penny Walker. She is the Senior Medical Director for United Healthcare Southeast Region. Thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Hey, it's the holiday season. I just came from Thanksgiving travels. It's the time to travel. And from what I'm hearing, this is like a record number of cars on the road, people traveling this year. So I thought it'd be great if we could talk about tips traveling and things to keep us safe and healthy along the way.
Absolutely. So 99 million Americans are going to be traveling this holiday season, and there's about a 20% chance that the holiday is not going to go as planned. Number one causes are like the vomiting, diarrhea kind of things. Then two is auto accidents, and then skiing accidents. So it's really important. I have about 5 tips to help you travel safely.
Let me jot them down one at a time. I might need them.
Well, the first thing is to really know your insurance coverage. Some plans have no out-of-network benefits, and so if you got injured somewhere and you weren't at an in-network hospital, you may not have coverage. So
good point.
Find out about your benefits, find out if you have in-network, out-of-network, and then if you're traveling out of the country, that's extremely important. Find out if you have any global coverage.
Good point.
And then if you're going to some countries, you may have to get immunizations, so it's always great to check with your doctor and make sure you bring your medications with you.
How would you know if you were going to a country where you needed that? I mean, is there like a...
You can Google it, and the federal government does have some websites that talk about what immunizations are important. And also the CDC is a great resource for that.
All right.
And then the second thing is that you really need to make sure you're prepared when you leave. You want to make sure that you have your phone. If you have an app, there's a wonderful app that United Healthcare has that anybody, whether you have United Healthcare or not, can use called Health for Me, and it's the number 4. That app is good in the United States, and it can show you wherever you're traveling. If you're in Florida, Texas, and you have a boo-boo or an owie, you can go to that website and look for convenience care centers, urgent cares, ER, and if you really even need to have a doctor, you can find a doctor or a 24-hour nurse line.
Wow, and say it again now. It's
Health for Me.
Okay, great.
And that's available on iPhones and Androids.
Okay, great.
So that's great. And then also telemedicine is the new up-and-coming thing. Many plans offer telemedicine, and you can also find that through your insurance company.
Okay.
So we got through 2 tips. The third tip is you really need to find out if you have global coverage. If you're leaving the United States, some plans do have it and some plans don't have it. If you don't have a global coverage plan, you can always buy one. So that's really important too. And some of those offer translation services and also help you find out what hospitals are in network and out of network.
Critical.
Very important.
Critical information.
The fourth thing is really linked right back to this global coverage. We really recommend if you're going out of the country to bring a credit card. In the old days, we said don't really bring your credit cards. But if you got sick or injured, most hospitals out of the country do not take insurance plans. They want your cash up front. And so it's really important to bring a credit card with a large limit if you did get sick. And then if you do end up going to a hospital, make sure before you leave that hospital, very detailed bill, because you're going to turn that back into your insurance company when you come back to the United States.
And the key thing, again, make sure you have a credit card, big balance on there.
A big balance. I mean, they recommend about $25,000.
Oh, wow.
And also let the bank know if you're leaving the country, because you don't want to get out of the country and then they see that you're in like Jamaica or England and they don't accept.
We've got just enough time for one more tip. And that's the 5th one.
It is a 5th tip. Our seniors travel a lot nowadays. Medicare, traditional Medicare, has no out-of-the-country benefits. So it's really important to see if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, do they cover out-of-the-country benefits? And also your supplement, does it cover out-of-the-country benefits? And then seniors, make sure you bring enough medicines for the entire trip, and make sure any durable medical equipment like a wheelchair, an oxygen machine, or a breathing machine that is in functioning condition.
And Dr. Walker, great information. The website, www.uhc.com. All information can be found
Yeah, we
on
have
that website
global
as well?
coverage plans. We can talk about the Health for Me app on that website. There's a lot of information out there.
Great information. Happy holidays. Happy traveling. We've got a few more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Steve.
We're sitting here today with Allison, also known as the Safety Mom. Allison, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. Let me begin by asking, it seems like more and more homes are secured these days because of home security systems naturally, but I'm curious, why are customers, like customers of Cox, why are customers looking to cable companies for home security?
Well, as a national family safety expert, I know you're right. More and more people are getting home security systems. They're a must. And that's why, I'm so excited to partner with Cox Home Life, because it goes above and beyond. It's a natural extension for people to look to their cable company while they already have the technology in the house to take it to that next level and actually make their home smarter and more manageable.
Well, and when I hear the term home life, I mean, I think of home security, but I also think of things other than security that is a marriage with security and makes my security better. So how does Cox utilize technology to improve on things like that?
Well, all of us are so busy in our lives. We're running here, we're running there, and we are looking to technology to help us do things. So that's what's great with Cox Home Life. This allows a person to manage their home remotely from their phone, from their internet, whatever tablet they have, so that they can turn on and off lights. They can turn on up and down the heat. They can get texts when people come in or out of the door. They can automatically unlock or lock a door. So not only is it making it more manageable, but you're actually saving money because of all of the savings from turning down your heat, turning off lights, especially when your kids forget to do it.
And I know, speaking of technology, we as parents, we tend to worry about our kids with technology. So how does Cox utilize technology to not only keep our kids safe, but help us monitor what's going on in our home as well?
Well, that's right. 70% of us as parents are monitoring our kids with texts and phones. What's great now is we have additional peace of mind with cameras in the home to see when they come home, to see if they've come home alone. But we really can understand what they're doing when we're not there. And it certainly gives us peace of mind.
Allison, thank you so much. And I want to end with one last question, because this is all such exciting information. Where can customers go to find more information about Cox Home Life?
Well, what's really cool is they can actually download an app and try it out for free to see how it works. And then after that, they can go to cox.com/homelife to get more information.
Allison, thank you so much for taking time to be a part of this today. We've been talking to Allison Jacobson, the Safety Mom, and we've been talking about Cox Home Life. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our next guest is Malinda Blevins. Malinda is a docent for the Historic New Orleans Collection, and I've got to ask, what is docent and what does that mean?
It's Greek for teacher, but it's a tour guide.
And is that something that you study for, to be a docent, or?
Well, we do.
Yeah. That's great.
It's a lot to learn about New Orleans
history.
history.
Sure it is. I'm sure it is. So that's a title that that's a title that's out there that those in the business know what that is.
And
I have to apologize because I didn't know what that was. So we love having the Historic New Orleans Collection on. You guys do such a great job. Real quick, Malinda, tell us just again the mission of the Historic Collection.
It's disseminating the history for New Orleans. We are a depository for everything New Orleans.
And as many times as we've had the Historic New Orleans Collection on, I mean, I'm beginning to think you guys are like the main organization for doing that, because it's all about history and then the things we've been talking about. It's just a big focus.
We are a collection, but it's a collection of several different things, because we have the publications, publishing, the research center. If you want to look up something on your family or your house, we're the place to go to.
Yeah. So
make it easy.
You've got some great events coming up, and I want to make sure we have enough time to talk about that.
We have the Katrina Decade on right now. It's a book by David Spellman. It's a
And
70,
we've had the book on the show, and it's awesome.
70 plus photos.
Yeah.
Some also interactive programs with that exhibit, so you can see what was happening day by day and hour by hour. Then we have the World War I exhibit is starting, or is going on now, and that is exciting to have something a little different than what we normally have. And then Henry Howard is on, and he'll be up through April. He's an architect that was here from 1830s to 1880, 50 years, building houses in Louisiana.
And these are his homes that you tour and so forth?
No, they're mostly private, or they're a wide variety.
Yeah.
He did about 300 different buildings. 71 of them are still standing.
Wow, that's incredible. And your website is www.hnoc.org. I mean, all information about the collection can be found on that. Where are you guys located at?
We are mainly on 533 Royal Street.
Okay.
That's where the main campus is, but then we're also at 410 Charters. That's the research center.
And if I was doing research on New Orleans, is this an organization that if I wanted to come in, and not like a library, so to speak, but if I wanted to do research, this is one of the things you guys specialize in and so forth?
We do. There are readers there in the research center that will help you find whatever we have that we can offer you.
Oh, that's awesome. And then anything special for the holiday season coming up that you guys are focused on?
We are doing a house tour, a holiday house tour, focusing on the Williams, the founders of the collection, their home that they lived in from 46 to 64.
And is that free, or is there a charge for that?
There's a charge for the house tour. Everything else is free.
Yeah.
But we do go into the house and talk about the Williams.
Oh, wow.
What they were doing from Thanksgiving to New Year's, and then we have the house decorated the way they did.
And how old is the house?
It was built in 1890.
1890, wow. And you've got people there that kind of guide you through, and can you ask questions?
Oh,
and
sure.
That's
The
all
more
part of it as well.
questions,
Yeah,
the
better.
better.
All right, that's great. God, Malinda, I'd love, I could sit here and talk to you all day about things like history of New Orleans, because every time we have y'all on the show, there's just so much about this city that comes to light. So I thank you again for being a part of the show. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Stay with us.
To you.
We have one more guest. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our final guest is Mr. Art Rocker. Art is the chairman and founder of Operation People for Peace. Art, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show.
Well, it's great to be here.
Well, we got an exciting announcement to make here in a minute. Probably one of the most exciting announcements we've made
I think so.
on this show. But first, let's do this with Operation People for Peace. If you can, talk about the organization and
Operation
what you focus
People
on.
for Peace was an organization started about 5 years ago. It wasn't my doing. It was Ken Feinberg who took over for the BP czar. He requested that I go to organizing people, the underserved and the underrepresented, dealing with claims for BP claims.
No
So
kidding.
that's what I did all over the Gulf Coast region, organizing people, feeding people when people could not be fed, just doing whatever I could. And as a result, I end up organizing over 300 pastors. We got over 300,000 people a part of us now.
Wow.
In the Gulf Coast
Now,
region.
before this, I mean, is this something you were always
But
involved
prior to
in?
then, I was
or-
a stockbroker. I was an investment banker. Believe me, I never wanted to do what I'm doing. I don't know how I got in the business of serving the need and everything else. I think what happened, I was a part of some hotels, about 6 of them, and they all went down under the BP oil spill. So I end up doing this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're great at doing it. So
Yeah.
I think you found your calling.
Yeah.
We have got an incredible event coming up on December 21st at the Pontchartrain Center.
One
Let
of
me
the
talk
greatest
about that.
events that's out. I mean, Jose Feliciano, I mean, he is a Grammy winner. He's coming here. We anticipating having one of the best Christmas concerts in
So
Jefferson
it is a
Parish.
Christmas concert.
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right.
We're bringing in kids, Title I children, trying to get more elementary school kids and their parents to participate, to really do a Feliz Navidad. I mean, this is the thing that Jose
Absolutely.
does. And this is what we're looking forward to. We're anticipating of doing this because, you know, Jose is blind. He loves children. He feels that his music brings hope and inspiration.
Wow.
And what better place you can do it than Jefferson Parish? You say, why you come here? I'll tell you why. You've had a number of disasters to occur here, one major man-made disasters. If you want to lift some people up, really Jefferson Parish is the place to come because you are the group of people that throughout all your challenges, you just keep pushing, pushing.
Yeah.
So we here for this Christmas to just Feliz Navidad.
That is
we
awesome.
want everyone to come out.
Now, your website, and we'll put this on the screen, operationpeopleforpeace.org, is it a free event or is there a charge?
We'll raise the money for particularly the parents of these students that's coming out and teachers who participated to make sure their tickets paid for.
Okay.
Our tickets go from $10 for children, $34, all the way up to $200. If you want to be in a party with Jose right after the concert,
so there's
we're setting up. Oh yeah, we having a private VIP party that you can party even a little longer for Christmas.
And what time does the concert start?
The concert starts at 7 o'clock. We bring it in people from all over America would be in here.
Will it be just Jose Feliciano, or is it?
It'll be Jose Feliciano. There's a local band that we're going to make that announcement this week that we have chosen to sort of open up his show. It's a well-known Latino group.
Yeah.
Then we're anticipating having somewhere around 200 or 300 children, hopefully mostly elementary, some middle schools, some high schools, but mostly that little smile so we can hear them sing Jingle Bell.
Oh, that's awesome. Art, they're telling me I got to go. I can talk to you forever.
Yeah.
That is an incredible event, and I'm glad we were able to talk about that here. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing. Happy holidays. You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and we'll see you next time.